Hey everybody, Inspired to be Inspired here, and I'm going to answer a little question that I know a lot of people had. I would know that it was a question that I had previously in the past, and the question is, which side of your quick draw is the correct side for your rope, and which side is the correct side for the wall, for the piece of protection that you're clipping into? And it's kind of a double-edged sword, this answer, because there's one rule that sort of changes the first rule. But the first rule basically is that this loose side, the loose carabiner, that's the side that goes into the wall. And the reason is this. Your rope gets clipped into that, and it's very easy to clip your rope into a rigid carabiner. It's much more difficult to clip your rope into a loose carabiner. You have to actually grab hold of it with your other finger and pop it in like that, right? So that's one part of the reason. The other part of the reason is that while this has all this play on this end, right, as your rope pulls from side to side and back and forth and up and down, on this side you don't have that play. You have rigidity instead. And as you can see, it's causing the carabiner that is clipped into the protection to move around. And there's a very dangerous thing that can happen if, for some reason, the quick draw gets moved up top here. It can, there, it just happened. Bang. It can unclip itself from the protection, which can result in serious injury or death. It might just be annoying because you might already be top roped out, and then the quick draw goes sailing down the rope to hit your belayer in the face or in the knuckle. But this side goes to your rope. However, now this kind of trumps that. If it's been used improperly, right? If whoever's been climbing on it has been using this side for the protection and this side for the rope, and they've not gotten themselves killed by having this crazy, like, twisty accident happen to them, good for them. And then you're climbing with them, switch them. Switch the quick draws so that the side that has been touching metal this entire time with all of its burrs and sharp edges and little microscopic things that will fray and wear down and even possibly cut a rope, those are not touching your rope. So what you can do is you can just very easily unclip the side that's been the rope side, right? Unclip the rope side and switch it for your protection side, for your wall side. And it's really easy to do. They come apart, they look like that. So then just, right, clip them back in. It's a little harder to get the side with the string. This bit is called the string, even though it's made of rubber. I suppose that probably, I could look this up before talking about it, but I suppose that probably once upon a time, a long time ago, this side was actually, it was a string that like held it nice and taut and rigid, so that you could easily clip in your rope into your quick draw. Anyway, that's that. There's a correct side, so use the correct side because there's a very very good reason for it being the way that it is. Right there, fixed, nice and fixed, and they're both facing the same direction, which is also important because if they get twisted around, the axis gets sort of jank. Anyway, there you go. Yeah, there you have it. Let's go climbing.